welcome to Katie Did Rocks. Today we are on the Yellowstone River. We are just west of Rosebud, Montana, and we're gonna find some rocks. Come along. First agate of the day. Ooh, pretty.
Very quartzy too.
Huh, we'll bring it. It'll tumble nicely.
Yeah.
Just has a quartz pocket on the bottom, huh?
Yeah, pretty big one.
Ah, that's cool though. I like that quartz pocket.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah,
well, then
good job.
Nice.
That's lovely. Look at it. It's broken like a piece of log.
Yeah. It's not the first one though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you found... Maybe they fit together.
No, I don't think so.
Look, just like that.
They're totally different colors. You're a goofball. I thought this had a really interesting texture to it. And it turned out it was a leaf plastered onto the rock.
That works. That works. Here, I'm going to wash this off in the water.
Well, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's not huge, but it's... Ooh, this one has quartz pocket in the middle too.
Lovely.
Nice. This is an interesting piece of petrified wood. It's got all kinds of weird patterns going in different directions. I don't quite understand it, but I like it. Here's a big chunk of stromatolite. Stromatolites are cyanobacteria, and they were the very first organism that ever evolved on Earth. I'm picking this up actually because I have a gal who collects them, and she's been a great supporter of this channel, so I'm on the hunt for stromatolites for her. Oh wow, look at how agatized that thing is. That's like, oh my gosh, Jim, that is crazy.
Made
Look, it's
stopping
so
on this,
clear.
made stopping on this bar worth it entirely. I'm not sure I found one that nice before.
This is just a little one, but I love how kind of blue it is. Pretty. This is a cool little agate. Hell, here's another nice chunk of petrified wood for the bucket. Well, this is a nice one. I like the shape. This is just a nice little agate. Nice little piece of chalcedony. I love the shape. And just a little ways up here is a piece of waterline agate. That's nice. And just a little couple steps farther is this little piece. It's a pretty good little location. Check out this. It's a piece of chert jasper. Chert and jasper are basically the same thing, but they're not usually mixed. This is chert, this is jasper, this is chert. It's like a jasper sandwich.
If you want to share in the treasures, check out my Etsy store, Katie Did Rocks. The link is in the description below. Also check out my book, So Many Beautiful Rocks, available on Etsy and Amazon.
It's a bone, isn't it?
It's a tooth.
Is it?
Yes, probably cow, possibly horse. I'd say that's chert.
Sure.
Ooh, it's got some cool stuff in it though, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, that's why I picked it up.
I would say keep it. It's got that cool banding in it. that is a stromatolite, and I know somebody
Hey!
I know somebody who's going to want that. So.
Glad I picked it up.
And that is a piece of quartz with jasper, but can you imagine what that would look like tumbled?
That's pretty big.
Nah, I tumble
Can
way
you keep
bigger
it?
stuff than that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just a beautiful piece of jasper. I love the kind of how different the colors are and the different angles. It's just kind of crazy. And you found an agate! Hooray!
Little baby one. It's got all this coating on it, so I couldn't really tell for sure what it was, but
It is just another beauty agate. Oh, that one's so cute. Right now, the rocks are all pretty small. Fortunately, I always pick up the small ones for tumbling rocks, and they're getting bigger over here, so maybe we'll find something. I have never been on this branch or this part of the river before. It's just west of Rosebud, as I mentioned earlier, and so it was kind of an unfamiliar boat ride. That's strange. And you know, just like all the rest of the river, it sure is pretty. Jim just brought me this, and it might be a knot from a piece of petrified wood. I don't know. It's pretty cool, whatever it is. So I've been looking for chunky, chunkalicious rocks, but I just found this one, which is not at all chunky, but look at those colors. It's just like amazing. It's got fortifications and it's got bands. It's got a little eye there. That is so cool. And little. So it doesn't always have to be big to be beautiful, right? Here's another little one, but it has fortifications in it, like a albino Lake Superior agate. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the texture of this thing is amazing. Just beautiful. Again, pretty tiny, but look how blue. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's very pretty. That is just beautiful. Well, we're not finding very many big agates, but look at this piece of agatized wood. Wow. Still not as good as the one Jim found, but I really like it. One nice thing about the late afternoon sun is that it makes it easier to see these beauties. It's a pretty one. There's another pretty one. Jim's pretty handsome too. Oh, I thought this was an agate, but it's just a milk agate. Well, I just sang the chunky agate song, and I found this, which is not a chunky agate. So I'm still waiting, chunkies.
kind of boring, isn't it?
Well, that is interesting.
Uh-huh.
That would be really cool to do like a face polish on.
Yep.
Maybe I'll do it. Ooh, Jim found an agate. It's almost chunky. It's about half chunky.
Half a chunk. It's chicken egg.
Okay, agates, this is getting better. This is getting better. That's almost chunky. Oh, wow, look at that. You know what? I forgive you for not being completely chunky, because that is an absolutely gorgeous agate.
It was just sitting right out there on
Right
the
out there in the
surface, and
open.
it
Wasn't
was a
hard to
bit
find.
Obvious. It hardly counts as a find.
Can you see it? It's pretty easy to see in this kind of light. Look at that. Glowy, glowy, glowy. There's this one. And then I want to look at this one. Looks like a turtle. It's not an agate, but it certainly is interesting. This is just a really cool piece of jasper. Coming home with me. Who's a good girl? I've been walking up against the sun looking for agates because they glow so well in the light. And sure enough, here is one. This one is pretty weird. This almost looks like some kind of bubbly quartz. And then there's definitely some chalcedony in the middle here. Huh, I've never seen anything quite like that before. All right, we're gonna do this again. First, there's this one. Let's see if I can spot those other ones. Here's another one. I thought I saw a third one here, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, that's getting a little better. Nice. This is pretty. Not a lot of detail inside, but look at that shape. Some of these are just beautiful as they are. And over here, I found a couple other ones that are maybe agates. No, that one's not, and that one's not either. Okay then, but I'm happy for this one. This is a lovely piece of kind of rose quartz, and it was sticking up like this out of the ground so I could see it. Walked right over to it. Another pretty middle-sized one. Just a water line, just a little bitty water line on this side. Look, it's got opalized, it's opal on here and a line here, and then this side is not water line, so it must have formed inside of some kind of a vug like this, and then the water filled up on top of it. Cool. There's another really pretty one. Since we're in this little pocket, pick up some more. Jim found a pretty one. That's really nice. I like the dendrites in it too. Just getting more of those sun agates. We need to get back to the boat because it's coming up on 5 o'clock and I'm gonna have to get on my phone to chat with everybody. So we need to be someplace where I can sit down. Ooh, here's another pretty sun agate. That's not really what they're called. This is actually just a piece of chalcedony shining in the sun. But I like it. The sun is getting lower in the sky. And that's great for hunting agates, but we have to get back in the boat and go to another beach. So I better just stop looking and head on out. Of course, I'm not going to stop looking. This was just right on the way back. Isn't that a pretty piece of petrified wood? I think this is an agate. Yep, it sure is. Waterline on the bottom. Interesting. Look at this. This is a plume agate. See all those plumes in there? How beautiful. We have just landed on the bigger beach on the other side of the river, and there's some really nice big rocks here. I'm just kind of wandering around waiting for the premiere to start. I gotta find a place to sit down, I guess. But I really like the size of these rocks. I'm pretty excited. There's a nice chunky one. Oh, it's not quite chunky, is it? Still, I like it. Ooh, this is a pretty one. This one's got some really nice botryoidals in it. I love bots. Oop! There we go. Jim found this pretty thing.
It's pretty slim pickings out here, but
That's a nice water line though, I like
yeah,
it.
it is.
Well, it's not a very big one, but it is pretty. Looks like somebody turned this one over already. It's a wannabe. I'm following Jim's footsteps. Of course I didn't bring my squirt bottle along. That qualifies as chunky. We are just on an island that is a ways down from the fishing access. There were a bunch of people that were loading up and we decided, I asked Jim to come down here because I wasn't quite done yet. I think he's getting pretty close. Here's another pretty one. Water line. Well, Jim's gone back to the boat. I think he's had enough. I should probably get back there and thank him for a beautiful day. There's some nice jasper. And let him get back into his car and back into his house. It's been a long afternoon. It sure has been good though. That's a nice way to wind up. I just turned off the recorder and this was just a few yards away. Shouldn't be so fast to turn it off, I guess. Anything else? Just a little one here.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.